Let's get started. You know, I tell you, from the time I was a very young kid, I was the youngest and with 3 boys, I always had to do my own ironing. My mom was like, you know what, you got to learn this, you got to do it. But a lot of us never get to realize how to do that. It's a very difficult task. You have a cheap iron, doesn't work, spits all over the place. Not anymore. This is the world launch of the Singer electronic steam press. Yes, looks just like the professional models that you see out there. We've got 200 of these. We were fortunate enough to get 200, but think about what you can do. You're covering 7 times the space of a traditional iron. You've got consistent steam across the board, and if you need to iron things like draperies, or even if you want to put that great razor crease in a pair of jeans, denim, heavy denim, you need this machine. I can tell we're getting busy already, and of course the person who is pressing for us over here is our best friend over here, Darlene Cahill.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Good morning.
Darlene.
Guy, I'm so excited.
You know how excited I am about this?
Yes.
You know, I thought in my head, I used to sit there and think, boy, I wish somebody would create like a home pressing machine that didn't cost like $1,500 like the professional models, but that would be able to handle all those jobs, including things like drapes and linens and pillowcases, things like that. This is perfect for that.
All of your larger items, and that's because of the extraordinary size of this. For those of you who haven't experienced the new Singer electronic steam press, let me just share with you, it is 7 times the surface of an ordinary iron. See for yourself. With 25 inches in width and 10.5 inches in depth, you're getting 262 square inches.
That's awesome.
And you're getting it all at fingertip control. I mean, literally, you can sit down and enjoy yourself while you're watching your favorite programs.
How cool is
like
that?
Like I just said. You don't have to worry anymore, and you're getting that professional press and finish on all of those large, bulky items that you used to struggle with the ironing board.
You know what else I love, Darlene? Consistent, even pressing and consistent heat and steam all the way across.
That's
you know how some irons, you know, they'll have a couple little holes in the front. And it's not balanced, it's not consistent, and then it spits all over your clothes. You get that yucky stuff all over. This is a great way to do it, and if you've never ironed before and you're looking for a way to be able to do it simple, well, look how simple this is.
Well, and let me share something else. When I put my fingertip control and lock that handle in place, Guy, I'm exerting 100 pounds of pressure on that garment right now. Now, for those of you who aren't sure about 100 pounds of pressure, would you give us a hand, Guy?
Yeah, I'll go
Guy
get 100
has
pounds.
a visual we're going to show you, but look at the difference in the press. This is the side we just did with one quick 3-second pass, and this is the side that we didn't do.
All right, there's 40 pounds.
That's 40 pounds. We've all done it. The dog food, the water salt, the heavy bags that we lift.
Okay.
Now, 100 pounds of pressure, of course, is going to get out.
That's 100 pounds of pressure right there. Take a look at that. Now, can you do that with an ordinary iron that you're going to put in your hand? Can you get that kind of pressure? Of course you can.
Well, the thing is, that 100 pounds of pressure will get out any kind of wrinkles on any kind of fabric. 100 pounds, if you put heavy books on flowers, you know, that's how you press them, and that will get the wrinkles out. But then when you couple that with the 49 steam vents that Guy was talking about and the electronically pumped water that comes bursting through on all those vents, what you get is nothing short of amazing. How many times have we struggled with the jeans? You just mentioned this at the top of the hour. And we end up giving up and sending them to the dry cleaners because it's easier. But what does that cost our budget every month?
Oh, are you kidding me? You know, it should cost to get them. And think about it. You can spend 100, 200 bucks a month just on dry cleaning alone. Wow. Easily. Look at that.
That is a sharp crease and press that outlasts the rest. And let me tell you something else. I pressed all 4 sides of these heavy denim jeans at the same time.
Saves time and money. Yep.
And it just took seconds. I didn't have to struggle with the ironing board. And that's just the thing. For the, oh, excuse me. Here it is. Beautiful press. There's the crease on the back, on the front. It's on both sides. Beautifully pressed, and they started up a wrinkled mess.
Hey,
so
Darlene.
if you like that off-the-runway look, you need to have an electronic steam press to get that job done.
I need to remind everybody right now, this is very likely going to sell out in this airing, okay? I've only got about 220 of these to go around. That's all we could get. World launch of this. I'll tell you, if you are a mom, if you're watching, you're a mom right now, a grandparent, somebody that does do a lot of ironing, that does, you know, care about saving money. You can't just drop your clothes off at the dry cleaning. You know, a lot of people are doing their clothes at home now because the economy's been so tough that we're doing it ourselves. This is a way to be able to empower yourselves and get professional style results every single time. All you do is you put the fabric underneath. You don't have to worry about manipulating an iron, you know, and trying to get the edge and trying to do this corner and that corner. It does that entire pattern or that entire area that you see at once, and then you just move it along. So very, very busy. Free shipping and handling today if you pick this up. So that in of itself is a great value, but then $62.49. Get it home. Try it out for a couple of weeks. See if you love it. See if it doesn't make a difference in your day-to-day chores. And keep in mind, 200 to go around the entire country. That's all we have.
And you're probably interested to know, Guy, how this is going to change your life.
Yes.
So I brought in a man's button-down dress shirt to show you how simple it is to save money and do this yourself in literally a matter of seconds to get that professional dry cleaning look of really crisp.
Oh, man.
Look how flat and gorgeous that is. And this is one of those difficult, wrinkly cotton. Just a classic button-down shirt. Now, I don't have to worry about the buttons. I can go over this entire area, and I'm even going to show you in a second.
That's one of my biggest challenges when I iron my shirts, is trying to get around the buttons, and then I'm afraid to actually put the iron on top of the buttons because I don't want to melt them.
Perfect. Look at that gorgeous press.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love this, and I'll show you how easy it is to do the sleeves. You'll get that nice crease, like you get
a guy could do this.
Even a guy could do this.
Hey, ladies, while you're watching, we would love to take your testimonial calls. If you've got a question or if you just picked it up, I'd love to know why, because, you know, I sit there and I think, you know, who could utilize something like this? First of all, if you've got anybody that has kids out there, would love to have, you know, make them look nice.
Uniforms.
Dress them up, you know, Sunday church, things like that to make them look nice. If they got uniforms in school. But even if, ladies, for your husband who, you know, wants to get that tailored look and you're tired of spending $6, $7, $8, $10 a shirt to have things dry cleaned, you can do it yourself. Okay, now there's only about 175 left for everybody,
firemen,
in the country,
mailmen.
Like you know, there's a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of our public servants now can get their stuff, you know, can get their stuff done.
Look at this.
But this is a way to do it right in the comfort of your own home.
Pressed.
Look at that.
Cuffs, pressed. Shirt, done. And it only took seconds, literally. So much faster than trying to manipulate this around and saving money at the dry cleaners, being able to do those shirts at home. And Singer's thought of everything. Let me tell you something. There are accurate LED temperature control settings. Takes all the guesswork out of, how do I set it? You have nylon, silk, wool, cotton, or linen. There's a power on button. There's a ready indicator light, and that light goes off when this temperature has reached its perfect temperature for the setting, and there's a steam indicator light as well, and it's all electronically controlled. You've got the 49 power vents, and let me show you something else.
You know what,
I like to have fresh napkins.
I love how you're just sitting there in your chair.
I know, it's so
she's just look at her
anymore.
Sitting there. All she needs to do is a little
fingertip control.
Little fingertip. There's none of this.
100 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
Fingertip steam.
That's awesome.
It is so easy. I feel like Susie Homemaker or something.
You know what? But it really is a cool tool. And I'm telling you, this is going to save you money in the long run because, remember, you can do it yourself. You know, I said at the beginning of this year, I said, this is all about, this year should be all about just empowering yourself to do things on your own. You're going to save money in the long run. You're not going to be, tethered and chained to professional people that have to do this for you. Do it yourself.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, listen.
That's a safety feature. It's an audio safety alarm feature, and it's built in. So for your little man in the house, or if you happen to be steaming and you start texting or daydreaming or losing your train of concentration, this lets you know. And on the upside, if you leave this in the up position for more than 15 minutes, it has auto shut off. So you don't have to worry about mindlessly running up your electric bill. That's not going to happen because of the auto shut off. See, Singer has thought of everything.
And I also like that the outside of the machine gets warm, but it's not like that burning hot like the bottom of an iron that I always worry about, especially if you've got pets or kids, you worry about that. And the fingertip control. So if you have any issues with your hands, you know, if you've got the arthritis or things like that, and just grabbing onto an iron is very difficult for you, I suggest you try this because it really does make your ironing so much easier. But you could do things you wouldn't traditionally iron with this. Like, I could, you know what, trying to do draperies, things like that. Forget it. I'd never do that.
And Guy, but ladies, if you've ever thrown those placemats in the laundry, you know they come up in these little balls, and these are hard to work with fabrics. No more. Singer has thought of everything, and they've also given a little squirt bottle so you can spray those really stubborn wrinkles, and you can get out even the toughest wrinkles in the most impossible fabrics, like you see here with this canvas bunched up tablecloth. Look how easy it is.
Let me do something.
Okay.
You know me.
All right,
you know,
go ahead.
whenever
I know.
Darlene laughs because she's like, well, you don't have to sew if you don't want to.
You know what I'm going to let you do?
I'm like, hey, man, I got to take care of myself.
I'm going to have you do a polo shirt. Okay, ready? So you push everything towards the back of the ample.
So we're going to start with the front.
Right, and there's lots of space in the clamshell background here. And all you want to do is, okay, smooth it on. You got to make sure you're not going to steam wrinkles
I don't want to
in.
double
So
it
you've
over
got to
there.
make sure you hand press it
good.
first. Okay, go for it.
All right,
now you
watch.
pull it down, fingertip control.
La, la, la.
And then push the steam button. No, you don't even have to. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That's it. Isn't that easy?
How long?
Oh, 3 or 4 seconds. You're done.
That's it.
Now lift
and then
it up.
I lift up.
It's perfect.
Oh,
Isn't that great? And now
Oh,
pull it down.
wow.
Do you think your son would like this?
Can I do something just for fun? I want to make a crease in it.
Okay.
Watch what I'm going to do here. And this is just to give you a quick idea. Watch this. Ready?
All right. So for pleats, in the top of your slacks, or in a skirt, if you have pleats in that.
All right, watch this. You ready? You want to see a razor blade?
Whoa.
Look it. Do you see that crease? Oh, man.
Oh, that's
Look
good,
at that.
guys.
See, that's awesome. And this is really easy. Then I would just pull down, and I just continue to iron. This is so easy. If you want to get one of these, all right, here's the deal. I'm looking up there, Darlene. You can see that as well as I do. We got about 100 people shopping, and there's 170 to go around.
Oh, my gosh.
So we only have about 75 of these remaining. Right. I had a feeling this would happen.
I want to show you a couple other things.
Yep.
Singer also is giving you a 300-milliliter watering can. I love this part because it's kind of like gardening in a way. You pull out the little water reservoir right here underneath. You remove this cap, and then the 300 milliliters of water will fit right in there. Then you replace the cap, and you push it back in, and you're good to go. It's that simple to use and operate. Now, not only do you get the steam bottle for your extra stubborn wrinkles, not only do you get the 300 milliliter watering can, you're also going to be receiving this nifty little pad. And what this will do is help you with the shoulders and the pleats and those stubborn areas around pockets, plackets, and cuffs that we were talking about earlier. So now the ultimate test. This is what I want to do next. A women's, what is this called? It is a silk chamois shirt.
Wow.
Okay?
So delicate.
Full of wrinkles. Take a look at this. It's one of those expensive shirts that you always send to the dry cleaners. It's a wrinkled mess. We are going to press that here. I'm going to show you how you will utilize that nifty little sponge. And I put the shirt on here already buttoned up. I don't even unbutton it. This shirt you can just do sideways.
I want to remind everybody, if you are sitting there and you're kind of thinking about it right now, I got to tell you, I've got 100 of the machines left. This is the world launch.
All right, here we go.
You'll find it here. And if you want to be able to get your clothes nice and pressed very, very easily, be able to do those large areas, be able to do delicate fabrics. Like,
wow!
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's crazy.
I don't know how many times I've used this. I still get so excited when I see.
I was too busy talking. Let's do that again.
No, that's okay.
So again, look at all the areas in here, delicate areas around buttons, pockets, all that stuff, and watch what short work it makes. There are only 75 left for the entire country, so watch.
I want to tell you that if you look on the internet, quite honestly, you're going to see units that say they're steam presses, and they're going to be less expensive.
Goodness.
But let me tell you why this one is in a class of its own.
Wow.
Now, see these wrinkles here? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this sponge, and I'm going to set it right here on the shoulder area and lay that out flat. Now, watch what happens. Oh, you're going to love this.
Watch. Ready?
Woo, I love it.
Anybody can
So
do
you're going to
that.
see units for less, but this one's in a class by itself because of the 100 pounds of pressure, the 49 steam vents, and the extra large area. Look how beautifully it ironed that shoulder.
2 minutes remaining for you to
side.
make a decision, so jump on it, grab it. Remember, world launch, you're going to have this home in about a week or so, and think about how much easier this is going to make your job ironing at home. No more manipulating that iron if you have issues with your hands. Remember, it covers 7 times the space of a regular iron, so you're going to get in and out of that work a lot faster. You can press anything that you would like in here, your larger items. If you want to do your pillowcases, you want to do your sheets, you want to do draperies, you want to do, tablecloths, things like that. You'll be able to do that very, very simply. But what you get here is consistency along the board. Everything across the board is going to be that great, beautiful steamed look. You don't have the scorching problem that you may have with an iron that you don't trust anymore.
And would you kindly close and lock and show our viewers at 22 pounds? This is easy to store and tote absolutely anywhere. You can store it. You can carry it. It has this built-in carrying handle. Guys, can pick it up.
So,
it's aluminum.
You want to store it, you simply close it. It's got a button on the top. You lock
pick it up.
And then there you go.
You just
You're
store
on your
it.
way. Hello.
You tote it, you store it, you take it where you need it, you set it up anywhere virtually that you want to steam press. You will love having this. If you have costumes, uniforms, any kind of repetitive outfits that you need, or I would get this just to do my jeans if you happen to tune in at the beginning of our
You
area.
always have the coolest stuff, Darlene. It really, well, you know what? You bring machines that are normally you would associate with a professional.
Mm-hmm. I looked one of these up on the internet that was professional. It was just a little bit bigger than this. It was over $1,000.
Okay, so
professional one.
We're gonna give it just a little bit more time because I have a feeling that we've got some people online that really want to grab it. So we may just give it a little more time. But listen, 4 payments right now, $62.49. So you get it home. Just try it. If you're on the fence about it, get it home. Take a look at it. Charge it up. Put some water in there. Put your clothes out there, and I'll tell you, you will be sold. And it's so funny because I didn't get a chance to watch our demonstrations right before we came out because we were heating them up. It's an impressive machine. It really is.
And it's easy enough for anyone to use. And now it's affordable and that you can fit it in your budget and in your home. It's on what? Is it on 4 Flex today?
It's on 4 payments and free shipping. And Allison, what's the shipping? It's like $18 to ship? I think it's... Yeah, so it's $19 to have this shipped. We're going to take care of that for you, so you have nothing to lose. You can see I got 100 left, but I got about 90 people on the line, so continue to shop. Grab it. You will absolutely love this machine. Again, I said earlier, and I said this to Darlene, it's all about empowering yourself for the new year. You'd be surprised at how much money you will be able to save if you start grabbing items that save you money in the long run. It's like all the stuff that we have in this show. It's just great ways to be able to, help yourself around the house and save you money at the same time. And this is one. Now, let me tell you, dry cleaning can cost you a fortune. And having that, people pressing your shirts and all that, well, that was kind of a luxury for a lot of people. Maybe you could still afford it. Good for you. But a lot of us out there need a little bit of help.
Yes.
And we need to be able to have machines and equipment that can help us to do that on a day-to-day basis. And I know I iron almost every day.
I love ironing.
Because I refuse to surrender.
Mess.
Well, I don't want to surrender to the dry cleaners because then I got to go to the dry cleaners every day. And I got to fork out $20 every time. And I'm just like, man. And I'll tell you, I kind of like the way I look when I look
you look down.
I did my own stuff.
You look great.
Yeah, I could.
But imagine how much faster.
I could have done my shirt a lot quicker.
And crisper. And then if you add a little starch, which you can certainly do.
I know.
And this steam lasts a long time. The 300-milliliter tank is ample, and it also cools up and cools down and heats up pretty darn fast. And with the accurate LED temperature control settings, you don't have to worry about burning, scorching, melting, or shining any of your fabrics. So this is a unit that now being available for home use is going to revolutionize the way you feel about your ironing. Be prepared for a paradigm shift in your world of ironing.
Good job. You know something, though? I love having it. She didn't have to work that hard today.
I got to sit down and work
relax.
today.
You could have had a cup of coffee in your hand at the same time while you were doing that.
Next time I'm going to have that.
We'll let you know when it sells out. I've got 50 left for the entire country. Continue to dial in. We'll get you one. And we'll let you know, again, when it sells out. Hey, coming up.